this is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. And Starlight just made it today. Woohoo! You know, I was able to get everything done, and now I can go for a hike. So anyway, I want to reach out to all of you beautiful souls out there and say hello. And just to let you know, I really seriously love all of you, and I really appreciate all you. Starlight could have gotten out of situations and wouldn't have been homeless, but you know, to be truthful, a lot of reasons why I'm in this situation is because I care so much about all of you, and there's reasons why I have to endure what I'm going through right now, as far as not having a place of my own to live, not having my own bed, is because I need to go through what I'm going through right now. And I wouldn't have gotten all the wisdom and knowledge that I'm getting now by being in this situation. So everything does happen for a reason. So, you know, I just want to encourage and inspire you. I don't know what is going on in your life, but if you are going through some hard times right now, and you know, these are hard times, at least I know it always has been in my past, when, you know, like, I don't know where you live, but when people start hitting the fall temperatures and winter, you know, with bills and car problems, this and that, you know, houses and payments and, you know, you name it, family problems, holidays, is to remind you is don't let all that get to you, whatever you're going through, or relationships, you know, problems, you know, you kind of can name it, you know, is to remind you that everything happens for a reason. So you might not quite get that right now as you're going through it, but in time, as you're going through it, and when you get through whatever you're going through, pieces start coming together, and you start understanding why, you know, you had to go through whatever you might be going through right now. So just remember to hang on tight, and woo, this is kind of money. Starlight almost went ba-boom. Wow. Thank you, universe. See, now I didn't see how the universe just caught my fall there. I mean, that was muddy. I didn't even feel it, and I haven't been out on this hiking trail in a while, so I gotta kind of laugh. Thank you, universe. So anyway, I just want you to really understand, don't overreact when you're going through whatever you're going through. Just try to understand, what is the universe trying to show you. You can always ask, universe, archangels, what is the universe trying to show me right now? You know, and you will get answers. You just have to be patient, and it's amazing how these answers are going to come at you. You just never know. You know, it's just amazing how this all works as far as getting answers. So I know that was my introduction, and that was kind of long, but I really do love you, and you know, only the universe and you know what you're going through, and I just want to kind of help you through that. Hang on. Ooh, got an itch. Starlight just took a nice fresh bath, a shower. It's so funny, because when I say that, is I was a bathaholic before in my apartment, and now it's, you know, either stand-up baths or showers. So I love these showers. It's nice hot water, so I feel really good right now. I feel like a woman. Do, 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 boo, boo, Starlight is a nut. But anyway, I do love all of you, and you can give this video a thumbs up. You can share this video with your family, your friend, your cat, your dog, your squirrel. They are really busy at this time. You know, out of all the animals, squirrels always seem like they're having the best time of their life, you know, until you see them in the middle of the road somewhere. But anyway, besides sharing my videos, you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to leave a message down below this video. I really appreciate it. And you can follow me on Instagram, and that is at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Kathy with a K Dingman. So anyway, here we go. I did take you here before, but because of time and gas money right now, Starlight's got one day. Tomorrow I will get my first paycheck. Yay, hey, hey. I made it through a whole week at this workplace. But anyway, this time I normally take a right, but this time I'm going to take a left. So here we go. I just want to let you know that we really can be that change that we want to see in the world. And, that really starts with me. It starts with you. And, my title is going to be Feed the Poor, Uck War. So really, since I've been in this situation, I'm learning so much about homeless people and what goes on behind the scene, as far as different organizations out there that are feeding the hungry out there, the people that are either homeless or families that don't quite make enough money to get through the month. And don't you think this is ridiculous that that there's people still today that are homeless? And what really gets me, as far as in the situation where I am, I have made lots of phone calls before I got evicted in my apartment. And I made lots and lots of phone calls to different places. And do you know what they all told me? Catholic Charities, any of the organizations out there. Because it's kind of sad, though, because there's a lot of people out there that are guilty of doing this. But just because they are guilty of doing this, then everybody else gets punished for it. And because, a lot of times people don't want to give money to the homeless people. Because first thing, what do you think when you think, a homeless person asks you for money? What do you think? Oh, they want drug money. Oh, they want alcohol. Oh, but that's not always so, because Starlight's in the situation, and no, I needed gas money. But what I'm amazed is all these churches and Catholic Charities, they get a lot of money and they get help from the government. But do you know where they all send all the homeless people to, to get help as far as shelter goes? They send you to the government to get help, and I'm like, why? Why is it, isn't it kind of strange that when, the church is sending people to the government for help? And I understand that, yeah, there are a lot of people out there that are homeless and living on the streets or living in shelters that might want cigarette money, they might want drug money, they might want alcohol money, they might want, who knows, gambling money, just hoping that maybe they win the lotto or something. But the problem is that why is the church sending them to the government? And there's another thing that I noticed is in a lot of areas is that I just was at a shelter not too long ago. I wasn't staying in the shelter. Starlight's not going to do that because the energy is not good for me. I don't want to be around the energy. And what I've been learning with the homeless people is there's a lot of people that are having, they might be drugged up on some kind of medication, not street drugs, but, I have seen lots of homeless people that, there's something, and it's really sad that there's something wrong with them. And I'm not no psychologist or anything like that to diagnose what their problem is. I'm just going to take this left. I don't know if it says not a trail, so we'll just take a right. So, but I went to a soup kitchen one night. It was the day after Thanksgiving. They had leftovers from Thanksgiving because they had so much food there. There was a man that I've seen a couple times at the same soup kitchen, and it's a really good soup kitchen. They actually really treat people really good in there, and the energy is not bad compared to the other place that Starlight was going. The other place, you know, you don't know if somebody's going to get in a fight, you know, or who knows, you know, because that I've seen a lot in the one place, but this other place that I go to, you know, I have seen where some of these homeless people are acting like they're talking to, you know, somebody, and I turned around to see who they were talking to, and they were really having a conversation with us, but nobody was there. You know, so there's a lot of people that are so judgmental about like homeless people, but it's a big eye-opener for me because I have a big, huge love for people. And if you ever check out, before I even ended up being in the situation of this year, which since October of 2023 that I've been homeless, is that I was making videos a year from now, and I was making videos of the homeless people sleeping out in the weather that I'm sleeping out in, but I'm in my vehicle, so that's not as bad as being out on the streets, you know, because I do have the walls and the vehicle that I'm in that kind of, you know, that helps me. But of course, if I don't have heat, it's going to get cold in there. But so it is amazing that I'm seeing people that are, you know, like why don't they have a place to live? There's something, you know, like wrong with them. And I don't really trust all the medications that they put all these people on, you know, is, you know, like I really thought this guy was really talking to somebody, you know, and I turned around to see who he was talking to, and because I seen him with his body language and, you know, having a regular conversation, and, you know, it blew me away where there was nobody there, and he's not the only one. You know, is it right for that he is, you know, they should have a place for him. He cannot go out to get a job and in that condition when he is talking to somebody that's not even there, you know. And I don't believe he's on any drugs as far as like street drugs goes. You know, we were just in there to eat dinner, you know, and there was another time the same person, you know, the first time I met this person, I thought he was, you know, just like your everyday normal person, you know, an average person or whatever. And I was just so blown away how the next two times I seen him at the same place to eat, where, you know, he was acting like he was talking to somebody that was with us, but there was nobody there. And like I said, there's other females that I've noticed that have done the same thing, and there's no reason that they are homeless living out on the streets. You know, why is it the government not helping these people? Is it because all the money's going on weapons and all this stuff to have a war and to have a fight, you know, with other countries, you know? And that's not where we all ought to put the money. You know, it's, you know, there's people living on the streets that don't have food or certain clothing, and, you know, all these places they will not give you cash, you know, where they all just send you to the government, and everybody gets upset when people go to the government for help, but everybody's sending them to the government to go get help. They got the money, they got tons of it. The churches, I don't even know what they're doing with the money. They get donations all the time for money. You know, but where is all the money going? And I know that they got a lot of volunteers at these churches. It's not like they're paying all these volunteers, you know, like, well, volunteers are not getting paid, but I know that they have staff that get paid, you know. So where is all the money going? There's no reason. I seen one night I got out of work, and I had to get gas, and I couldn't believe it. There was a man sitting on a chair in the dark on the entrance as you go at this. I had to get gas, and Starlight can't help him out right now because I need to take care of me first. I got to be able to have gas money to go back and forth to work so I can pay my car insurance. I could not help this man out if I wanted to, and I wanted to, but all that money that I had is for my gas to get through this week. As I go to work tonight, it will be the last gas money that I have in my pocketbook, in my car, or anything, so I just made it through this whole week, because tomorrow I will get my first money for my last week of work. So, but there was a veterans guy out there, and he had a sign. He's like, that he needed help and that he's a veteran. When I moved out to this area, out in the Albany, New York area, when that was the first time I ever seen a veteran that was homeless with a sign, and I'm like, what in the world? Why is this happening? Why is the government not taking care of these people? And it is sad. I do know people that I don't really know them, but people get so excited about that their kids are going to army, or they don't even have a clue to what's going on. We have been lied to. A lot of people think, hey, I'm going to serve America, I'm going to go help everybody out and be like a hero. But look at what they're doing to the veterans out there. They need help. They need to be loved. They need to be healed. They need, they need people. I know, I actually go to dinner with a guy, when I go to eat dinner. We met at one soup kitchen, and it's kind of funny how we met at another city, and I didn't know he was going to be there, but he's a veteran and he's homeless. There's no reason why he is homeless. They claim, like, for job applications, if a veteran was going to try to get the same job, like if I was trying to get it, that they would give the veteran the job first. And I have no problem with that. But why are there veterans on the street being homeless? And these are the guy that I was telling you about that I was eating dinner with. He's got a whole bunch of tags on him, from serving and helping, trying to help us out so we have freedom in this world. But the government, why is he homeless? And he does struggle with stuff. He gets PTSD or whatever they call that, where he gets backflashes of stuff that happened, and he's a sweetheart. He seems to have a really good positive energy. He's not doing drugs. He doesn't have a car, and he's living out on the streets. This is the problem with the world, that they want to go out and shoot and kill, but we're not even taking care of the people that really need the love and support, and they need a home to stay into. And everybody's got the answer of, just stick them in the shelter. Starlight won't go in the shelter, and whoever comes up with this stuff, they wouldn't even want to go in a shelter. Don't you like to have your own space? Because like I said earlier, there are a lot of people that are homeless that have some kind of mental illness, or the medication is messing them up. And I've known a lot of people where they're on some kind of medication, and the doctor, not all doctors are good. There's a lot of corrupt doctors out there, just along with a lot of other kind of jobs out there. Like, there's corrupt cops, there's good cops, there's good doctors, there's corrupt doctors, government, presidents, all that stuff. But why are there, with the veterans and all that, why are they on the streets, in this kind of weather? Why is anybody, not just the veterans, but there's women that I know that are like 70 years old. And they, every year, this one lady in my area, she has been living out on the street. She goes on the same bench all the time. She needs help. She doesn't want to go in a shelter. And I don't blame her, because I wouldn't want to. I like my space. And like I said, there's people that have mental illnesses. They got problems. They got issues. Why would it be, like, why would I want to go when it's going to, like, I'm trying to protect my energy. There's some people, they got either demons or bad spirits in them, They're talking to somebody that's not even there. I've seen women that I've seen in my area where they're fine one minute and bam, they're like acting, acting out, because I don't know if they're on any medications or if they need medication or what is going on, but they shouldn't be homeless. These people cannot go out and work, the ones that I've been seeing. They need to have their own place, and they have the money. Instead of going out and trying to match up with another country on weapons and all that stuff. And Starlight's not really into politics, so I'm not going to sit here and act like I know what I'm talking about when it comes to politics. But, with doing taxes, I always wanted to pick and choose where I want my tax money to go, and I'm just going to zoom in here. How come we're not taking care of the people out there? There's a wasp nest. How come we're not taking care of the people need a place to stay and have a place of their own? These people that are, don't want to go in the shelter, I bet you if you gave them their own little bedroom, a lot of them, if they just get a house, I can't remember what they call them, my brother used to live in one, is where, you get a big house and, you have like a worker that stays in there in the daytime, and they kind of make things comfortable for them and clean. You might have 2 staff in there. You can give them jobs to be able to help these people out. And then there's a whole bunch of rooms. They have their own individual room with a bed, and they can share the kitchen, like a dining room, a living room, and the bathroom, like have a couple of bathrooms. So then they can actually, if they want to hang out and talk to each other, they can. If they want to stay by themselves, they can. But it's not right for these people to be living on the street, and then they just want to go out and put all this money that they're using, on weapons and just to kill and destroy. So, we got to come together and help these people out. There's ways that you can help people out that are homeless, I'm learning now. I'm learning better. Right now, I can't help anybody out until I can help myself out first. But, there's ways to help these people out. And I know some of you have, you might be helping people out. And I really appreciate if you've helped homeless people out, maybe, buy them some food, And I understand money is probably not always the greatest thing to hand them, but find out, hey, what is it that you need? I just had a guy the other day, and I know he was on drugs. He was on something wild, but I didn't have the money to give him. And I told him, like, hey, the money I have right now, it's for my gas. I got to take care of me first. But he definitely was on some kind of drug. And he was drugged up at the time, telling me that, he doesn't do any drugs, but I definitely could see clear enough that he definitely, was on a drug, something really bad. So, and I know he just acted like he only wanted $1, but there's ways that these people need the kind of help. I don't know why they don't do this. They do have the money. So we need to really love each other, and please don't get in all that war stuff and trying to jump in on that. Starlight's all about peace. We need to love each other, and we need to love those people out there that are without, and people that are living on the street. The veterans. It's ridiculous to see how the government is taking care of these people, by, and it shouldn't just be the veterans getting taken care of. All the people need to get taken care of. There shouldn't, we're all special, so, and I do care about the veterans. I've given money to them on my birthday one year, and, so, please pray, for these people, and with the whole situation, with all this war, that please don't go, and agree to having a war. That war really it's not out there. It's that people really need to spend time with themselves and get healed from all their trauma that they've been into and all the abuse. We need to love each other and stop fighting with each other. We need to really put our odds aside, our differences aside, and understand that we've been lied to. And really all we all need is to be loved, loved and accepted. And we need to forgive people, because everybody has been lied to. There's stuff going on. I just heard a story the other day about a young kid that has some kind of problems, and he's going to the school, and it seems like he's getting attacked from the school system, and they really don't know how to help him out. And I guess he gets in trouble all the time, but he's a special person. I think I believe it's, trying to remember, he does have some kind of thing that he was born with, and he can't help the way he is. But the school system is not helping the situation. They're actually making it more of a problem than they're actually helping. This young boy needs to get the right care and the love, that everybody needs. So please, don't get all like this deep diver out there about all this stuff about war. Is we need to stand up for truth. What is the truth in the situation? Instead of picking what side, find out what the truth of the situation is, and we need to stand firm on the truth, not to go for, go for one side and without even knowing what's going on. Is that we need peace in this world. We need love in this world. We don't need more weapons. We don't, like a deep diver said, it takes two, to, like, if you don't put your energy towards that, if you're not willing to fight, you can't fight by yourself. It takes two to be in that situation. So we don't need to be a part of that. We need to really love each other, and war is not the answer. Fighting is not the answer. That's why I didn't want my kids in public school. I seen so many fights, and what I didn't get when I was in school is, why are all the kids gathering around cheering it on? I never understood that. I wasn't too old to see that there's something wrong with that. All the kids would gather around and, want to see one kid beat up the other kid, or a girl beat up the other girl, and they were cheering it on. Why? This is how messed up the society is. We need to change it as a people. If all of us, and that's what they've done with all of us, is to try to distract us. They put those Hollywood stars out there, making you think that you need to be like them. You don't need to be like them. Believe me, you don't know the hell that they've gone through, most of them, to get to where they are. They've done some of them have done some really whacked out crazy stuff, to be the stars that they are. And they can't even speak up about the truth that they know, because, they know that they could lose either their family members or, they signed a contract. So they don't have they're not happy. They're miserable. They just are, acting it out and making it, that's their part that they signed up for, and that's why I never wanted to be, I was hoping to be a Hollywood star when I was a kid. My parents were going to get me a guitar. They wanted me to be a country star singer when I was a kid, because I would sing the country music. But then when I got older and I heard Michael Jackson, then totally turned me around to different kind of music. And then I wanted to be a dancer. But, you know, I wasn't too old. I wasn't very old, but I realized that couldn't read that well, but I didn't want to get treated the way the Hollywood stars were getting treated. You know, so we are the real stars. You know, they're being controlled, and I have seen some horrible stuff that goes on. There's stuff that goes on behind the scenes. Some of you might know about this, some of you might not know about this, but there's some horrible stuff that goes on behind the scenes, how people get money. You know, some people have had sex with animals, and you know, like, you know, it's really really horrible, the stuff that goes on behind the scenes, how they got to be where they are. So we really need to really love each other and work on ourselves. That's where the war is, by not being healed and taking out on other people because we've been lied to. You know, so the truth is what we want. We want to live for the truth and stand for the truth and be a voice to the voiceless and help the people out there that are homeless. You know, help the people that don't have. Like, there's ways that we can all help. I've helped many times throughout my whole life, helping people out without, you know, and here, Starlight didn't have a lot of money herself, but I've always helped her, you know, like, even when I didn't have. So, you just got to be more wise about how to help them out. Find out, hey, what is it that you're hungry? Hey, I'll go, you know, like, what is it that you like? You want to, you know, but you want to be wise, because Starlight's learning about that. I've given lots of money out to homeless people, and but there's so many different ways to help them out so then they don't get on drugs. But it always makes me wonder, with all these churches out there, why are they, you know, they get so many donations. They're, you know, it's like, what are you doing with all the money? Catholic Charities, they collect so much money. They have so many envelopes. They used to do this to my friend Harriet that passed away. You know, she couldn't make it to church, but boy, they had no problem knocking on her door with a whole bunch of envelopes, hoping that she would give them money. You know, that was really pathetic, really. You know, leave her. You know, you won't even do a church service at her house, you know, just to talk with her and spend time. But, you know, they were there with the envelopes, you know, wanting her to give them the money, you know, because they knew she was a given person. But where is all that money going? You know, because I'm not on any drugs, and I'm not doing alcohol, and I'm not doing all this stuff. I seriously needed gas money. Or how about a pair of boots for winter? You know, you need a pair of boots here. You know, I did that to my brother before. He needed a pair of sneakers, got him a pair of sneakers. Later on, he needed a pair of boots, got him you know, those boots actually costed more. I spent more money on a pair of boots for him than would I would have actually bought for myself. You know, but my brother had problems. After I gave him bought him the beautiful sneakers and the boots, he didn't even know where they came from, because he had problems. He couldn't remember anything. So so you got to really think twice about the homeless people. You know, the government and a lot of the doctors, they're not really giving these people the kind of care that they actually need, and they're getting medicated, and they really don't even know what's going on with these people. I do know, I got family of my own that was all messed up on medication, and they didn't even know about it, but I could see it. So please don't be so judgmental about the homeless people, the ones that are out there, because they do have that saying, if you can't walk a mile in my shoes, you know, and you just don't know where these people came from, what kind of life, what kind of background, you know, what they're going through, you know. So we need to love each other, you know, and spread love out in the world, you know. Love your, you know, but you do have to protect yourself, but really just be kind and friendly to people, and that is what we need. And just work on ourselves, you know, we need to work on ourselves and pray for those out there. And anyway, I know my minutes, but I do love all of you, so let's feed the poor and F war, you know. We don't need war, you know. They want to scare everybody on this stuff and put people in the fear zone and all that stuff. Let love guide you in that fear, and that doesn't come from me, but I'm a deep diver out there, and that's the whole thing, is that they want everybody afraid. So anyway, I do love all of you. You can give this video a thumbs up. You can share it with a friend, family, cat, dog, a coyote. Also, you could subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you could follow me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Kathy with a K Dingman. And don't forget you can leave a message down below. And this is Starlight. This is Starlight. Love, light, and peace.